Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on cPanel. As you can see, our main menu in cPanel here. We're going to set up and configure email. Here you find the email. Now here's where you set up all emails. You notice their domain is wpchanges.com. We're just going to set up a test email address and create a password and then confirm it. Now you can set different mail quotas if you want to, but you don't have to. The lower third of the screen will show you all of the email addresses that you currently have on file. So when we finish creating this email address, as we click Create Account, then we will see the email address show up below. It'll populate there. And then we can change quotas, change passwords, delete the accounts, and we can also access Webmail or configure the email client. So we'll just go ahead and access Webmail just to show you that part of the interface. Now you'll just enter your login information here, and we'll put in that password that we temporarily created, and then we'll log in. You don't have to remember the password if you want to, that's fine. I just don't for security reasons. You have three different email, webmail clients to choose from. That's Squirrel Mail, Roundcube, and Horde. You also have different options to configure your mail client down here as well. Email filtering, auto responses, and of course that password security option as well. So we'll just go ahead and choose one of these here to check our email and just see how it works. We'll use Horde. In here in Horde, you know, it's similar to various other email programs. So on the left hand side over here you have different folders. You can search your email. There's your regular inbox icon, virtual folders, etc. And that's just like you know, Gmail or any other kind of email. Here we have calendars. Same thing here again. It looks like you can put new events, days. You can have different calendar settings, again, like other email services. Up here we have our address book, so we can manage contacts and different things like that. We can access various different tools, and a lot of those options, as you can see, there's a left hand side and then kind of what's over on the right, and then you can check preferences and change different settings in here to kind of customize your email, and you can change general preferences, display, all different types of settings in here that you can kind of play with and make your email you, essentially. So that's basically just using Webmail. Now we'll go ahead and exit this, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at a different section here, and this is configuring your mail client. Now we're going to look at these different areas here. On the left, you're going to have your application. You know, this is for setting up your Mac Mail, Windows Live Mail, different kind of mail clients that are running on your computer or server. And then here on the right is the different protocols. Now these are the settings that you're going to be using on your end, like in this window here, and this is just some general Yahoo account, so don't worry about that domain, but this is where you would set up, for instance, your Mac Mail. So we would go down, and there's a difference between secure SSL and non-SSL settings, so just make sure you note whether you're using SSL or not, and that's just a site secure lock, and that's just under the manual settings here. Just make note of these different settings here, you know, POP3, SMTP, IMAP. So make sure you know which kind of client you're using, or what your recommended settings are. There's also other online tutorials that cover this topic. So that is, in a nutshell, how to basically configure your mail client. So we're just going to get out of here and talk about something else that you can do to set up email. Using that same domain, in our example, WP Changes, you can also hook up with Google Apps for Business, And that's basically means you can use a lot of Google's tools with your domain. And cPanel has now built this in as well. But if you have a Google account already, or a Google Apps for Work account, you can head on over there or start a free trial and get going with that. And you can actually use those mail settings right in Google. So if you're a power Google user like I am, I use Google Apps for Work for my email. It makes things a little bit easier, but you certainly don't have to. You can use Webmail if you become comfortable with that. I personally prefer Google Apps for Work, but there's all sorts of different mail clients you could use. A lot of people like to use their mail client like Outlook or Mac Mail on their computer. So that is email in cPanel. Thank you very much.